how to practice self-leadership. This is important because I'm about to drop down 6 things for y'all so y'all can understand this self-leadership, right? Energy, right? And get off the colorism. You are not in the group think tank. This is about you being your own unique divine self. The end, right? So if you're coddled into, okay, what is the group going to do, right? You're coddled into a system that's never going to work out for you, right? Because they want you to be stuck in that limbo of, we're just going to move this group over here, right? And then we're going to move this group over here, and we're going to give this group a little bit more money over here, right? And then we're going to make them mad, and then they can just fight each other while we sit at the top looking like. So the 1% got y'all fooled, you feel me? And it's basically the battle of the 1%. The 1% who basically that has a TV and media outlets, but we're actually coming into the fold now. And the other 1%, which is us, the conscious individuals that's running amok on this day and observing the game as well. But it's still, they're both observing. We both observing. I'm just telling you what they're doing, right? And they're actually doing it, right? So what you got to do is say, okay, well, what am I going to do? You feel me? You got to use your mantra on yourself. You got to use these symbols on yourself, mimetic magic on yourself. You feel me? You can't just be sitting sigils and all of that on yourself, right? They're using it on you. Why wouldn't you use it on yourself? Power yourself up, nigga, and turn up. Let's get it. So it says how to practice self-leadership. How to practice self-leadership. Number 1, and that is, there's 6 of these things, and these things are very important, each one on your spiritual journey and as an individual sovereign being. Individual sovereign being. Take responsibility. Take responsibility. This is probably the most important one, shit. Because if you still blaming the white man, or you know what I'm saying, then you're gonna stay stuck in that idea. You don't want to stay stuck in that. I get it. They've done some hideous stuff, but they want you to know that they've done some hideous stuff. Why? Because they want you to know that they are monsters. Shit, okay. They like, nigga, we the monster and we doing the hideous stuff to you. Now what? You feel me? What, you gonna fight back? Nigga, they just using the mind control tactic on you. You gotta use the mind control tactics on them or on yourself. You feel me? Because they don't matter. Take responsibility. To lead your life, the first thing is to lead yourself. Lead yourself. To do this, you need to abandon the victim mentality that blames others or the circumstances. You need to take responsibility for your thoughts, feelings, and actions. That's important, family. I can't make it up. Listen, family. Okay, so now you understand that the science of holding your seed, right, is important, right? And you still ejaculating all the time, or you can't control yourself from stop masturbating for fucking 1 day, right? Or a week or a month, right? Then that shit is on you, because at the same time, at the end of the day, on the other side of that pot of gold is real live gold, because you're going to turn up and turn out. So I'm talking to you fellas, I'm saying, nigga, listen, some of this stuff, you can't stop yourself from smoking weed. Look how stupid that shit sounds. You got to be a dumbass motherfucker to think that shit is going to fly with me or anybody. You sound crazy as hell, boy, if you think that weed controls you. You better control your motherfucking self and calm yourself down, nigga. You are that built-in programming of you thinking you got to smoke every day is an illusion. Nigga, I used to smoke every day. Cigarettes, weed, alcohol, drugs, every single day for damn near 10 years, shit. Nigga, if I had to eradicate the code so much that it was hard. I kept on fighting, you know what I'm saying? It's so much, right? To the point where until I got into the space of understanding that, okay, I gotta break this shit no matter what. Nigga feeling like he gonna die without smoking. To the point where my head was feeling like it was about to blow up. Control your emotions. Go meditate. And I get it, it's gonna be a fight, but you're gonna have to fight if you want to get to the other side, nigga. Because at the same time, nothing should be controlling you. No substance, no people, no media, no cell phones and shit. These motherfucking billionaires don't even let their kids use these cell phones. Why? Because they know that they can get captured in the control mechanism. So you're gonna have to take a break from some things sometimes and understand that you got to control your inner urges, your demi urges. Because if you don't, hey, nigga, you're gonna be back here next year saying the same shit, man. You know, you got to go through the fire. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you, nigga. There's no way around it. You're gonna have to just go through the fire. There's no way around it, right? And I'm just talking to people that's still battling this stuff. It's about to be 2023. Saying the same shit for 5-6 years now. You have to go. You can't just keep on coming. Okay, this year is gonna be my year. Nah, fuck that, nigga. Right now is your time, nigga. There is nothing outside of you that's dictating your reality. There is nothing outside of you that's dictating your reality. So, when you give the media, Kanye West or whatever, so much power, right? The Jews, right? So much power, then that means that they're your God, period. Because if they can control you to the point of, okay, we want them to watch this and this, turn that bitch off. Fuck this TV shit. You feel me? Read a book. Audible is my friend, nigga. Audible, you can go crazy on Audible with the spiritual information. Start putting yourself in groups of people, right? And not being in a group with some kind of what was that shit? Kyrie was on. What was that shit? The real Jews or whatever they call them, the Hebrew Israelites, them niggas. God damn, I'll be like, God damn. And this is the fucked up thing. Now I don't know if there's any Hebrew Israelites on here, but look at how crazy these niggas look. They not even doing no work, no internal work. They just got some information that said they're the first ones, and now they standing on that shit. What does that do for you, nigga? That shit don't do a motherfucking thing but boast of your ego. I don't give a fuck about that shit, nigga. How can you pay your fucking rent? You feel me? Are you able to manipulate the matrix? Like, niggas be tripping with that shit. Yeah, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. All right, nigga, well, shit. You know? Well, I'm a Hebrew, nigga. Shut that shit. Don't come to me with that shit, nigga, because I'll put you in your motherfucking place. That shit don't make no sense. That shit don't matter, nigga. None of that shit matters because at the same time, you still grouping yourself with some kind of group thing. You got to follow the group's mentality, right? See, what we do in the Patreon family, we just all individuals building and bouncing each other's ideas off of each other, right? Yeah, D-Ray and I might be the ones that stimulate it, but at the same time, we're not telling nobody how to think or whatever, right? We're just in the space of saying, hey, look, we're sharing this information. Let's read this book. Okay, what about this book? Okay, how did you approach this? All right, how did you do this, right? Because we're spiritual workers, so we're trying to bounce ideas, videos, books, concepts, strategies off of each other instead of letting the outside world dictate, you know, how things are supposed to move. Not no good. We don't got no rules. We break the rules. There is no rules. Chaos beings. Let me play the Bobby tape again so y'all can understand. Again, listen to Bobby clearly.
That ain't nothing. So he ain't the best, because ain't no such thing as the best when it comes to us. We're the end and the alpha and the omega. You can't have the best in that. That means it's a circular, a circle, chaos, which is a circle. A black dot is a circle. You can't have 1 point. All this. You see? No such thing as the best. You discard. African right to be wrong, so you can cuss. You guys. See, what I was trying to say was, trying to get you out the dogmatized thing. You in a low vibration rate. The main thing is what you're trying to do now is you got to get the freedom to use your mind and not be scared of thinking thoughts that you're supposed to be thinking from the get-go. Check. You're already righteous. You see what I'm saying? You're already righteous. All right, come on now. And if you're doing things out of order because you're supposed to.
Okay, so Bobby, and you know, Bobby said it. Nigga, you are the God. You don't have to conform to no idea. The thoughts that's coming to you, your spirit giving you that messages and stuff like that, that's what you need to run to, nigga. You are it. You're the shit right now. So how the fuck are you gonna conform to your ego and let your ego dictate your reality like that? I get it. You know, you just came into consciousness. You're walking the path, whatever. Right? That's cool. But understand that you are a divine, supreme being. The end. Nobody rules over you but you. Let's keep it rolling. You are just allowing it when you become conscious, aware of the power of your mind. You're just allowing people to make you move in a certain way because the news says whatever, right? Now you keep on getting programmed with this fear, trauma-based porn that they had. Get off of that shit. This was funny. I had to put this in, nigga, because I'm like, damn. so Deion said, I'm gonna bring this. And look, see somebody spamming right now. Chaos in the blood. Hold on, let me block this user real quick. That is funny, boy. Yep, 13 pineal gland. Yep, because your pineal is your mechanism. It's your antenna. It's gonna maneuver. It's gonna give you the codes. It's how spirit channels you. It's how spirit gives you, where to move and stuff like that. It's your lighthouse. It's your beacon. Your sonar. Is that. So you got to understand how the more you influence your pineal, right? The more you power up your pineal, the more you move in a certain manner in the space. Don't worry, them dream supplements are coming back. Go get them Harataki First Eye supplements. Mentalalchemy.com. Y'all talking about family, nature. So look, this is funny. I was like, okay, you being a leader amongst men. He like, hold on. Deion said, let me bring this girl, right, to tell you that, hey, look, I'm trying to get y'all niggas. Chaos in the motherfucking blood, nigga. So you definitely gotta understand. This girl came to Deion Jackson State thing, and this nigga probably hit to tell these young guys that, hey, look, I just see dollar signs, baby. So now you got to understand that you got to protect your energy. I said, damn, this nigga Deion a fool. I understand he did it for publicity because he knew that was going to spark some, ads and stuff like that. So how to practice self-leadership, part number 2. What is your inner conversations like? What are you saying to yourself on a daily? You feel me? Once you take your responsibility for your thoughts and feelings, pay attention to your inner dialogue. How do you talk to yourself? Do you talk to yourself with love and respect, or in a way that undermines your self-esteem? So there's an inner talk that you're having with yourself all the time, right? Deion is telling himself that he's the shit, regardless of how you feel about him right now, because he abandoned black people. See, even that sounds funny. His inner talk is saying, I'm the shit, I've always been the man, I'm that nigga. You feel me? That's what his inner talk is speaking to him, right? There was a quote out there. He said, I don't give a fuck what people think about me, as long as I'm the best father out here. This is what Deion said. He said, I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas think, as long as I'm the best father out here. And this nigga is trying to prove that shit by him jumping from high school coaching his kids to college coaching his kids. And I promise you, nigga, his kids get drafted and he want to coach them in the NFL and he has the opportunity to, that nigga will run and do that shit. It says the key is to train yourself to pay more attention to positive thoughts and to treat yourself with love and self-compassion. Love and self-compassion. So that should be self-explanatory, right? There's an inner talk that you're having with yourself, and you need to eradicate the abusiveness on yourself, right? What was the book? Well, there's all these books, but Wealth Magic by Phil Cooper. In the book, he was saying, hey, look, you can't do nothing about the worry and fears of the light bill or whatever, or the struggles of the day, right? So you might as well say, no, I am the shit. I am the winner. I am making a lot of money. I am powerful. I am abundant. Blah, 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 blah. You might as well speak that into your being. Because once you let that low vibrational thought seep in and control your physiological language, right, that's in your being, now it's going to move you in a space of woe is me energy, right? And you don't want to have that woe is me energy. You want to keep your head up and your head high while speaking love and power into your being. So then the matrix or your being will move into a space of opportunities coming to you, right? And things coming to you all around. You feel me? That's how you got to see this thing. You can't beat yourself up because at the same time, the more you beat yourself up, the deeper and farther you go into self-pity, if you will. You feel me? So how to practice self-leadership again. Number 3, find your purpose. Find your purpose. Listen, family, I can't tell you how important this shit is, right? You got to find something you enjoy to do on this matrix. Because if you don't, you'll get bored with this bitch and you'll start to feel, complacent about the world, right? It says to lead yourself, you need to know your purpose. That means why you want what you want. That gives you intrinsic motivation and direction. So that's being in spirit, inspirational, right? You have to find some kind of passion, some kind of love on this matrix that moves you. You feel me? For me, it's me just like I used to love reading these books, Encyclopedia Brown. I could have been a detective. Khadija told me that shit. But then I took it to another level. So now all of a sudden I love the aspect of what spirit is communicating to me and how my mind works. So I was a detective for my mind, how far a rabbit hole goes. That's why you see me with all these motherfucking books, because I just gotta know. I'm kind of manic with it. You know what I'm saying? I have to know kind of shit. You feel me? Which is a good thing, but then, sometimes you can drive yourself. I don't want to get ahead, too far about that, but sometimes you can drive yourself into a whole nother limbo of thought and shit like that, right? Which is what you don't want to do. But anyway, sticking to the point, you want to be able to find something that you love to do and enjoy to do and that you'll do for free, right? If money didn't matter, you'll just do it for free. See, I come on YouTube and do this shit because I enjoy talking to y'all. But then I was telling the Patreon family last book club, I said, I enjoy giving the understanding, right, of, what's happening right now instead of from a human perspective, right, and a human illusionary perspective. I love to break it down so far down to where a second grader can understand it. You feel me? Because that's what this thing is, right? And some of us are called to do this kind of work because we have that kind of eye for this shit, right? So in us having that eye, that might be something you want to gravitate to, but you have to find your purpose, your divine thing, right? Maybe it might be cooking, right? You love to make people, food and shit like that and make the food taste so good. Like you be like, damn. Maybe it might be, whatever. You got to find your purpose. You got to understand that your job is actually a byproduct of your purpose, but you got to look at the clues of your job and say, okay, why am I at this job? What am I actually doing at the job, right? And then say, oh, okay, I actually love blah, 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 right? And all my jobs kind of directed me in this kind of journey right now anyway, right? I was a fucking personal trainer, right? I was a fucking drug dealer, right? So I had to deal with people all the time. You feel me? I was a fucking PE teacher, so I had to galvanize a whole bunch of people. Just like the personal training, I had to do all these boot camps and stuff and talk to people and shit like that, right? Nigga, I took Toastmasters for 5 years with no purpose. So Spirit just directed me to do this Toastmaster thing. See, that's what I'm saying. I wasn't even on YouTube. I wasn't on none of that shit, right? Spirit directed me before I even did all of this shit to do Toastmasters, right? Woke up one day and I had to do it, right? This is when I was single and everything. And I was like, all right, Spirit, what the fuck kind of shit is that? Why do I got to do this shit, right? I did it. And, I enjoyed my time at that Toastmasters thing. But then at the same time, I started to understand, okay, Spirit has something deeper in the works. Now, fucking 10 years later, I'm fucking on YouTube talking to y'all and shit. Chaos in the blood. So, so there might be things that pull on you that intrigues you, right? Just like me in public speaking was so intriguing to me, right? That you have to go for. You feel me? So you got to run to that and just keep on doing that. You feel me? And don't let nobody judge you about it, nigga. I was in the hood taking Toastmasters, nigga. I'm selling drugs, being a Toastmaster, doing Toastmasters. Think how fucking backwards that shit is. I'm paying my rent and stuff at the time because I'm single and shit at this time. Doing Toastmasters. Nigga, my hood niggas would never understand that. They was like, what the hell are you doing, nigga? I used to tell them, nah, just, you feel me though? Chaos in the blood. So ask yourself what is really important to you. Then define what makes you tick. Once you are clear about that, ask yourself why you want to be successful in that. So ask yourself why you want to be great at that, right? So ask yourself, what is it? Like for me, I didn't like the ability to not speak clearly, right? And not be able to articulate my point in a space or in a manner that, people will understand. So then now I'm coming all the way into tenfold and realization that I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. This thing is about clarity and ideas and shit like that, right? So that was my thing. So what is it with you and your purpose that's gonna fulfill somebody? Do you like to see people smile when you give them a plate of food and shit like that? You feel me? That shit. You feel what I'm saying? Are you a person that loves writing and stuff like that? That's another thing, a passion of mine, writing and shit, right? So you just gotta be honest with yourself and not let the ego or the stereotypical black guy, right, run the gambit on your being, right? You just gotta fall in love with yourself. Your heart chakra should be open in the space of, hey, I'm gonna do what I love to do because it is me. Facts, too much information can sully yourself. You have to protect yourself from that point. Yeah, exactly. Digital music art, because my ass be going overboard sometimes just because I had to know. But then I'm fucking read all these books. All the fucking shit is the same. Every single damn book is the same. You feel me? You might find some books like that Polaria Gift of My Song that is a little different, but most of this shit is all the same. Let me look at these hoes right now real quick. And I got a library downstairs. All of it is the same, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, basically for the most part. There's some Kundalini books that's different. But Upper and Lower Egypt is the body. You be your own shadow government, your own priesthood, your own warriors. Exactly, family. That's it. Focus on the inner system, build a great civilization. That's it, your world, your own universe. In the transfer portal, as I'm watching, gold nanoparticles resurrect neurons from cell death. Y'all got to tell me what that is. Go get that. What's that shit? That gold water from 19 keys in them. You feel me? 19 keys and blue pill. Because you can ingest that to get your shit popping. Also get your Harataki supplement. MentalAlchemy.com. Okay, so it says how to practice self-leadership. Number 4. Be self-efficient. Be self-confidence. With self-confidence, we take responsibility for our present. With self-efficiency, we take responsibility for our future. So self-confidence, we take responsibility for our present, right? With self-efficiency, we take responsibility for our future. So when me meditating, right? Like, there's days where I don't have the best meditations and shit like that, right? But I know that if I consistently do it, it's going to put me in a specific mindset or a specific energy stream with spirit, right? I'm not looking for action reaction. I'm doing it because I know, right? And I know that it gives me a clearer channel with spirit, right? So much so that really I honestly don't really have to meditate no more. But I still do it because I enjoy that world, right? I enjoy the astral realms in the aspect of me going on adventures in my meditation, right? So now you just got to do it. It's just like brushing your teeth, you feel me? And understanding yourself from a whole nother perspective instead of the human, right? Get off of the human rat race of your job and your human conditioning, right? And illusionary construct of the TV programming, and get into the real TV, the television in your mind. You feel me? Because that one TV that you're looking at all day is keeping you zombified like this. What? Why are we watching this football game? That shit is trash. What in the world are we watching? Why would somebody watch that shit? Think about that shit. Real talk. You just gotta watch the fourth quarter. and you good. Okay, oh our God, we made it to the end. They're keeping you in the game. This whole thing is a game. They give all these athletes the money, right? This is entertainment because they know they can entertain your being, right? And put you in the game. EA Sports. So in them putting you in the game with these two visual cortex, you stay stuck in the game in this illusionary construct too as well. So hey, what we're saying is you got to be out of the game and observe the game as like a bystander. Like, oh, did that happen? Right? Don't put yourself in the chess game, in the checkers game, and remove yourself from it completely and observe the whole world as a game. You feel me? And move accordingly. This says this is about believing that we can deal with anything that comes our way. That is, we accept the consequences, be the positive or negative, of any situation with the belief that we can handle them. It means being willing to try new things. The secret to success is taking action, evaluating the situation and results, reviewing our assumptions, and making adjustments and moving on. So when we talk about the spiritual work, right, and why I'm so gun ho on it, you have to do as much spiritual work as possible to understand the outcome of that thus action, right? When you start to manipulate your mind in a space of saying, okay, I'm gonna try this fucking circle pentagram in my mind, right, that Phil Cooper been saying for years, right? I'm gonna try it and see what happens, right? Try it for a week. Then you base your results off of, your understanding of what's been happening in your life, right? Or what's been happening in your energy cord, or what's been happening in your mind to make you move in a certain way. You feel me? Same thing with the astral traveling techniques and the lucid dreaming, right? You have to be a scientist. You're running experiments on your being, right? And it's not just about taking herbs and shit like that. It's about you laying down and doing all these damn techniques that we've been preaching for years. You feel me? All them, we got a whole astral traveling thing on our Patreon, which I'm gonna have to re-upload because it's in the archives, on what techniques to do and what you should try to do it, because you want to see. This is the problem I think a lot of people have it from my DMs and shit like that. They're not doing the work in the aspect of, I think that the human has gotten to them, right? The human is so over engulfing on people. So then they're not really being a spiritual being. They're just being a human being, right? Which you are a human being. You're having a human experience. But you don't want to be a human being. You want to be a spiritual being. So in being a spiritual being, you're doing the spiritual work. So in doing the spiritual work, that moves you in a space of power, of strength, of enlightenment, right? But the human has overcome people being so hard and so heavy that they can't see past nothing but the physical. But what we're talking about is getting into the metaphysical and running the gambit on the unseen world. So you got to get into a space of loving that part of you that wants to know about the death realm. I'm telling you, family, I keep on saying the same thing, but that's it. Until you say, okay, you know what? I'm sorry, fuck this shit. I'm not chasing this world no more, right? That's when the bitch chases you. The demiurge energy is going to start chasing you. When you worried about the bills and stuff, I get it. Get yourself into a situation where you don't have to worry about that shit. Majority of y'all is not worried about that aspect. So then you should start to look at yourself and say, let me have these adventures, right? Let me go on these adventures to turn up in this matrix. You feel me? Hey, just a thought. Boom, boom, boom. The secret to success is taking action, evaluating the situation and results, reviewing our assumptions, making adjustments, and moving on. This Wednesday chick is a fucking investigator. She's just trying to figure shit. You seen that first episode? If y'all ain't seen it, y'all need to go watch it. She was in a space of constantly figuring out who the monster was, right? And I told D-Ray, hey, See, okay, I told D right now it was the monster. I told her that shit on episode 4. I wish I would have mentioned that shit. I said that nigga is a monster, babe. Regardless of what we want to think about it, that nigga is the monster. Regardless, right? And I knew it. And I said, see, and watch. She gonna tell y'all on Friday. You feel me? She could put it in the chat too. Cause I was like, hey, that's a monster. I don't get fucked. Nah, you gotta keep watching. Hey, watch. This nigga right here is the monster. And his dad, I actually said his dad, because once they found out that part was the monster was controlling him or whatever, I was like, oh, his dad is the one controlling him. But obviously we found out it was the mom that was controlling him. She was in the school. She was a school psychologist or whatever, right? So my bad, I didn't see that. But I knew that nigga was a monster nigga for real. So Wednesday, even in her, because it was all a reflection, right? Like this nigga liking her, I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga gravitating to her like so much like that? I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, all right, this nigga is really acting strange. You a regular human, and you gravitating to this monstrous being named Wednesday, who don't give a fuck about you, right? So that meant there was a reflection piece. There was some kind of inner dialogue that the directors and the movie people wanted us to see, to understand that there's something monstrous inside of him, and she having this monstrous Cthulhu energy about her, right, is the reflection piece of themselves, right? That's why you can see them kissing shit at that time. You feel me? Hey, chaos in the blood. See, she trying to be funny and shit. Hey, okay, I'm just saying, nigga, give me my kudos. You know what I'm saying? God damn, yeah, that neuromelanin, that's where the power lies. So I did an article on Patreon and I talked about water, right, in the water world. This water is coming up heavy right now, family. Every movie is showing you water. You got to protect yourself with water. Drink the water. Trust me. Look, family, hey, if y'all ain't hearing nothing I said today, my dream's been telling me you have to drink water, and a lot of it too. So now I get it. You know what I'm saying? Find you a place where you can get water and get the the spring water. Don't get that alkaline shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do as I will, but I was just saying spring water is where it's at. The one that actually comes from, the damn streams or whatever, right? The pure shit. Not no goddamn tap water or nothing like that. Right now, family, Spirit's been telling me this for the past few weeks. Drink water. And then it's been popping up in these movies too. But in my dreams, floods, floods and hurricanes and stuff like that, right? But I've been understanding it from a deeper perspective because there was like one dream, there was people picking up the water and stuff like that and all that stuff, right? Drink water or try to store it. They had some kind of water drop thing here. And I was like, thank you, Spirit. You trying to give me the plays already. Drink the water, family. Trust me. Let's keep it going. Learn to say no. Learn to say no. Prioritizing means saying yes. Prioritizing means saying yes to what is most important and no to what takes you away from your purpose, values, priorities, and aspirations. You going to the club with that nigga for the goddamn 10th time this month is not something you need to be doing in the aspect of your spiritual journey if you haven't gotten to a space of empowering yourself, right? You picking up the phone for these niggas that's dead and unconscious to talk about the football game is something you got to say no to, nigga. You can't be sitting up here talking to this nigga about, yeah, but Dak Prescott could have did that pass. Nigga, what the fuck are we talking about? Who the fuck? Hell nah, boy. You have to get into a space. See, even in the aspect of people at your job, don't let these niggas small talk you to death. Nah, right now I'm about to go. I gotta go to my office and meditate, or I gotta go to my office and do my thing. I meditate, but and you can. But I'm just saying, I'm not gonna sit here and small talk with these motherfuckers, right? So they can keep on feeding me this garbage. Man, did you see on the news what happened? Man, they killed like 3 people at that. I ain't trying to hear that shit, nigga. Get out of my face, man. What the fuck? See. People don't understand how big of a deal this news and stuff is, where they're feeding your being to keep you entrapped in an illusionary construct, right? All of it, social media, the TV, the news, all of it is feeding you to be stuck in some kind of mindset and some kind of mind wave, right? Mind flares that you just can't even get out of because you're not strong enough to say no, right? You got to say no to all that garbage that's not serving you and start saying yes to yourself. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, Deion said yes to his God or to himself, right? Why the fuck are y'all getting mad at this nigga for saying yes to himself? That shit don't got nothing to do with nothing but his godhood, just his own journey. You are on an individual journey. You didn't come down here to be like, yeah, I'm on the black team. All right. What if you was born Asian? You know, you're going to be on the Asian team? Yeah, best believe you had many lifetimes, and there was a lifetime where you was a female. There was a lifetime when you was a Hispanic. There was a lifetime when you was, Asian and Indian and all of that, right? You know, I didn't say the other thing. But hey, there could be some truth to that because you are God. So learn to say no to everything that can hold you back or derail you from your path, right? So the idea is, you still having a human experience, cool, but you know that part of you that's constantly saying yes to something that doesn't serve you. You feel me? And this is your self-talk now. It can be your negative self-talk or habits that do not suit you. You feel me? So just like we was talking about earlier, the weed, the substances, the alcohol, right? The porn, right? Hey man, I love my midget porn just as much as you, boy. But at the same time, at the end of the day, I gotta say no. I gotta say no to my midget porn. I can't just be sitting up here seeing these men bounce up and down in this bit. All that ass and shit. That other midget guy, yeah, baby. He hitting all that ass. I gotta say no. I gotta protect my seed, nigga. Shit. Well, I'm say, dog, them midgets taking all my seed and shit. I'm in this bitch. Nigga, you got say, fuck that. No to midget porn. Nigga, with all that ass, nigga. Shit, y'all turning me on now. I'm about to shit. Let me lock this door and shit. We see what time it is. You feel me though? Shit. God damn, I'm about to say yes. Y'all tripping me out. I'm just having flashbacks and shit. Y'all niggas got me, but see, that's why I gotta chill out. All right. Let's keep it going, man, because y'all getting my whole energy moving in this bitch. It says, perhaps it is the opinions of others about how you should be. Maybe it is the need for approvals from others. Do you value yourself enough? Why did I write that? It says, perhaps, okay. Yes, the opinions of others will hold your ass back. Nigga, if you see, this is what I'm saying. You have to wear what you want. This is important. And you going outside and doing what you want because the opinions of others shouldn't affect you. You don't know them. So why are they affecting your energy? You feel me? So you have to be strong in the aspect of understanding that everybody's going to have an opinion about you, right? Look at this bitch. This bitch think she the shit. Look at all the ass on this bitch. Who the fuck she think she is? Oh, look at this nigga with all this long ass hair and shit. Fuck he think he is, nigga. Outside, I'll whoop that nigga ass. Y'all know y'all be having them jobs. And meanwhile, I'm sitting walking by in the store thinking about a goddamn song in my head. Y'all get say that. So people have opinions about you. Look at this nigga with this damn Baphomet shirt on. Who the fuck he think he is? He must think he the devil and shit. Oh, that I Christian ass, I'll whoop his ass in the name of Jesus. Chaos in the blood and shit. I'm like, all right, nigga, come on and try that shit, nigga, because I got these hands too, boy. Shit, you better look at that shit in this hole. For real. So yeah, you get off of that shit. Friends. Friends is big. Friends is big. Fuck them friends. Friends is what I see the most in my DMs. I'll be like, nah, nigga, just stop fucking with that nigga. Friends, but family is equal. But then the biggest one also is the opinion that don't even these people that don't matter. You feel me? Like I was telling y'all, I went to the store. I had on that I met God and she's black shirt. In the back of the line, I'm seeing this little old white lady look at me and shit. I'm like, all right, this bitch here. She say, what she say? She said, oh, I like your shirt. I said, yeah, I like it too. And she was like, I know. I said, I know. Bitch, get your fucking Jerry Jones motherfucking ass out of my face, ho. I know you know, bitch. I'm wearing it for you. Ho. I don't give a fuck how old you are, nigga. You ain't older than me. I've been here for billions of years. I was the first beings here, nigga. Lemuria, that was me. So what the hell? I know she's got. I'm wearing this shit for you, nigga. This old white lady, I said, this bitch got the audacity to turn around. Because I'm thinking in my head, I didn't even remember I was wearing the shirt. That's the thing. You know, I just left the house and went to the store to get something for D-Ray, I think. I'm just like, all right, whatever. And then she said something, and I had to look and said, oh, yeah, I know, yeah, you like that, huh? And but I could see the energy inside of her that was saying, like, like the audacity for you to wear this. Who the fuck are you, bitch? You lucky I didn't cuss your motherfucking ass out in that motherfucking store. Karen, or what they call them. So nah, nigga, I don't give a fuck. These people got you fucked up, nigga. Why do they think that you can't wear what you want? You gotta be the audacity for you to turn around and talk to me. You feel me? The disrespect. Like you talking to a God. See, when I say God, y'all be like, oh shit. I don't want to be that brave and shit. No, nigga, you gotta be that brave. You gotta be that braggadocious, right? Like Deion said. You gotta be that forthright. You gotta be in that space of saying, like, nigga, I'm the shit. Fuck it. What? What's wrong? What? You feel me? See, people don't like that because of their Christian motif, religious mindset that they was brought up on, right? And we're supposed to be all this humbled ass, this kumbaya singing people. You feel me? Oh, we eradicating that colorism. Your mama and daddy they got a trick put on their ass, right? The white people, look, this is the trick. The white people, they ass is basically saying, nah, you can have whatever you want to their kids, right? Because that's a subconscious programming, right? You can have whatever you want. You can be whoever you want. You are the greatest. You are it, right? Black families, oh nigga, don't dream that high. Fuck that. Think you can belittle yourself. We don't want people to know, right? They had that in Hidden Colors with Shahrazad Ali, right? When she was like, they used to say, oh, your kid is so smart. And she was saying, like, black people would say, oh, no, he's kind of just slow, because she was basically saying it was a slavery tactic to see if they can grab him up. So then it was programmed into your subconscious mind to believe that you got to put your kids down, you feel me, in that aspect, so they won't get snatched up, you feel me? But the real game is to empower your kids with saying, nah, you the shit, nigga. What you want? Okay. What your wish is my command, right? If you don't got it, then you got to say, hey, you're going to get it later. Trust me. You are a winner. You always win it. You feel me? In that aspect of letting them know, to where the point is, when they do get older, they can say, I'm always winning. I'm always, always on top, right? So they already put their whole credit system into a whole nother level of thought, right? I think that credit shit is the real game. Giving your kids a credit card at 13. Fuck that shit, nigga. The real credit score is their energy. All right. The greatest gift we can give our kids is high self-esteem. That's right. God in the flesh. That's straight up and down. Yep, Karen. I was tripped out, man. What in the world was she talking about? Deion say we don't wear cologne because we spread confidence and it smells great. That's fire. Yeah, that's fire. That's fire. That's fire. All right, let's get it on. Let's get it on. Yes, that's it, man. Liz, someone's opinion of you is not your reality. Yeah, it don't matter. So it don't even matter what we think about prime time. Nigga, the fucking name is prime time. So what story are you telling yourself? Right? What is your story built on? Is it built on you being a fucking upstanding citizen and just playing along in the system to be controlled zombie slave mindset? Or is it you telling your story that you're the God, you're the greatest, you can have whatever you want, right? You are a magician, you're magnificent, right? See, when I just manifested that polarity gift of the white stone, I knew I was gonna get it, right? Why? Because I already believed it was mine in the first place, right? I believed I know I can do it, right? I know I have the ability to manifest, right? So I think the thing that happens is people get discouraged about it not coming fast. This shit is not gonna come in a fucking day or two, right? You gotta let everything pan out and play out in the manner of how it's gonna play out. But in the adventure, you got to keep that same level of energy of confidence in whatever your intention is and manifestation is. You feel me? Because that's where the real game is, and that's where the power lies in you keeping that same energy and you keeping that same forthright power in your being. You feel me? Because that's where everything comes into the fold. So what story are you telling yourself on a constant basis? You must every day, nigga say, motherfucker say, how you doing today? You gotta say, I am great. I'm wonderful, nigga. Right? And you gotta live in that energy, strong and powerful. You can't say, oh, I'm fine, right? I get it, you might be feeling down or whatever and all that stuff. Pick yourself up, boy.